This is the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.
Would you like to see what the patient room of the future is going to look like? We're going to show you that right after this here on the Tech Podcast Network.
You're watching CES 2014 coverage of the Tech Podcast Network. TPN.TV partners include Dropcam.com and their newest cloud-based web cameras. Visit TPN.TV/Dropcam.
Hi, Chris Montera here at CES 2014, and we're here at the Intermountain Healthcare booth. I'm joined by Dr. Wesley Valdez, and we got to talking to some people at the XI3, sorry. We got to talking to people with the XI3 computers last night, and they're really small form factors. We're actually going to show you that in a minute. But they said, you got to come by our booth because we have the patient room of the future. So, Doc, tell us about the patient room of the future. What's all this technology about?
Well, one of the things that we're trying to do for the patient room of the future is make it a better experience for the patient in many ways. A lot of times when the patient room of the future is designed, it's looking at ambient things and stuff like that. We really wanted to take a patient-centric approach to that. So what we're looking at here is an example of a camera in the patient's room, a larger screen TV, a computer that runs that, and that's the XI3 computer that you'll see. That little one right there that's doing all the work. And then we're looking at the pillow speakers and looking at exchanging the pillow speakers out for a touch screen, which allows us to deliver educational content, entertainment to the patients as well. But we can also send the patients updates and messages. So if your MRI was delayed for 3 hours, we could send you that information. But if you come out of surgery and you want to talk to your grandkids, well, you could use the camera and the touch screen and do a Skype call with your grandkids from your room. So lots of those kinds of things, just trying to give the patient a better experience, more support, and let them know what's going on. Plus, if this is a dynamic interface, if you speak Spanish or another language, I can flip this whole interface to the language that you speak, and I can surface controls like you could request your own interpreter just by clicking a button.
Well, this is great. So this is cool from a patient perspective. So from like a nursing perspective or monitoring perspective, I was noticing you guys have this brand new kind of wearable mobile device. Tell me about that.
Well, as a physician, this is very exciting for me. This is a company that we're working with. It's a wireless vital signs monitoring. You wear the device on your wrist. But one of the very exciting things is this can continuously monitor your blood pressure without the presence of the blood pressure cuff. You do need to use it once, but then we take it off and it does it continuously. But more importantly, what this allows you to do, because it is wireless and it's waterproof, you can shower with this, but since this gives me continuously vital signs updates, we can let our patients sleep and have a good night's rest without having to wake them up every 2 hours to check their vital signs. And most of the patients really would like to rest in a hospital. And we would like them to rest too, because you get better that way.
From a comfort perspective, have you trialed it on patients yet, and what are they saying?
We trialed it on the patients, and we've trialed it on ourselves as well, and they seem to really enjoy it. We've gotten a lot of feedback from them, and we're starting to roll this out across our system.
This is very cool. I can't tell you, I mean, to know that it's waterproof, the patient can get in the shower. They were telling me it also has an accelerometer in it, so you can tell the patient's position, great things, and you can see it all from one screen at a nursing station.
And the nurses like it as well, because it really facilitates the charting process, because all this information can go directly into the electronic medical record.
We'll get right back into that segment, but I do want to thank our sponsor real quick, Dropcam at Dropcam.com. Dropcam provides you a cloud-based, easy to set up, wireless system that lets you put a camera virtually anywhere and then monitor it from the web on your smart device, on your laptop. You can record in the cloud. It's just got all kinds of features. It's quick to set up, easy to use. Anyone can use it for security, as a nanny cam, as a way to just check in on your pets. Whatever the case may be, check it out and find out more information by heading over to TPN.TV/Dropcam. That's TPN.TV/Dropcam.
Let's move on. I want to show everybody kind of the small form factor computer that we were talking about earlier. And what to me is very intriguing, and we did highlight this yesterday, but all the processing power that you would have in every other computer is here. And then it gets, that's kind of the backbone of everything here, from the TV monitoring to the patient center piece. But telemedicine's huge, and I think that where we want to go with this is show me with what the telemedicine piece we were talking about early on.
Sure. Well, unfortunately, we are at CES, so we couldn't have a live baby shot in here, but this is a system that's being rolled out across our our system. We just lost 2 of the feeds. But what this allows us to do is multiple video feeds on a single call. So we can see the baby and talk to the nurses at the same time, which is really important in a code. You need to see multiple things going on, and being able to support multi-video feeds, this little box has the computational power to do it. But also, this box being as small as it is, and since it is low power and it doesn't get hot, we can put this on a baby crib or a warmer or places where we just couldn't put computers before. So this has really opened up a lot of opportunities for us to put these little devices in places to provide telemedicine. You know, again, taking this little box at home, it's pretty portable. It's not a lot of, it's pretty easy to do. So again, we're looking at the Xi3 boxes extending telemedicine opportunities where we haven't been able to do it in the past.
Well, and you were even saying earlier, you could give this to a patient and say, take this home, show them how to plug it in, and it's not as, instead of taking the old Dell home and trying to plug it in at home, this is easy, and you could monitor them from wherever.
Absolutely, and that's the exciting thing about us. We're always trying to give better care to our patients at a lower cost and a higher quality, and the technology here and other places at CES, we're always trying to figure out the better way to do it.
Doc, thank you. This is absolutely mind-blowing. I got to tell you, I think what you guys have done is really moving us ahead. And I think about we're from rural Colorado, rural places that really could use telemedicine to its fullest extent. And maybe at night there's not quite the nursing power in the hospital. Maybe they can monitor more patients with fewer nurses, things like that. This is very cool. So I think it's awesome. Congratulations.
Plus, if you live in the rural area, you may have to go to a hospital, but your family is still probably miles away. So being able to talk to your family directly from your room as a patient, again, keeps those family ties tight and is a better experience for the patient and the family.
You're absolutely right. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm Chris Montera here at CES 2014 in the Intermountain Healthcare booth, and quite amazing stuff. More coverage coming up on this channel right after this.
You're watching CES 2014 coverage of the Tech Podcast Network.